I think you have long been very concerned about China and very concerned about cracking down on them. What I will tell you today is the Wall Street Journal is calling this, at least for now, a win for both ByteDance and for China. The app is going to be continuing to be operated by ByteDance. The algorithm is not going to be transferred. And ByteDance today issued a statement saying that it's really just rumor that this will be majority owned by Americans. So what do you think when you hear that? What do you need to hear more about?
Well, we've got to get the details. Let's remember why we started with this. There's Chinese apps that are controlled by the Communist Party of China. They cause security threats to the United States, data threats to all of our consumers and government. And so that's why we're even looking at these apps. And so let's get the facts. Is this app going to continue to be controlled by, have access by the Communist Party of China? If it is, then I don't think we ought to be approving anything like this. I think we've got to all wake up to the fact that Communist China has decided to be our competitor and probably our enemy. They want to control us. And by the way, they took away the basic rights of Hong Kong citizens. They have 1 million people in prison for their religion. They take organ harvesting. I mean, they're threatening Taiwan. We got to wake up to the fact that Communist China is not our friend anymore, and they're not a friendly competitor. They've decided to become our enemy, and we're going to ultimately. It's too bad until they change. We're going to have to stop doing as much business with them. American consumers need to wake up and say, why are we helping a Communist Party that wants to control our destiny and take away our rights?
I mean, that sounds like a pretty hard line that would be very difficult to overcome. Is there basically no scenario under which you would approve a deal unless it was a full-out sale to an American company?
Becky, let's remember, this is all caused by the Communist Party of China. It's not what President Trump or any president's doing. It's caused by Xi, the General Secretary of the Communist Party. He has decided to do all these things. And so until they change, we've got to start waking up and saying, stop using apps where they can have access to our data. They take our data, they take our technology, they have human rights violations. Americans, we have to, unfortunately, we all want to get along with everybody. That sounds great. But when the other side, wants to control our destiny, we've got to wake up to that.
The implication, though, with this deal is this is exactly the type of a deal that the Chinese like, that they have required in their own country, that you have to have a local partner. You can't take data offshore. It must be stored there. Is the administration wrong to approve a deal like this?
Well, I want to get the details. But if the ultimate deal is a deal where the Communist Party of China still controls this company and has access to all this data, then I do not support it. Whether it's ByteDance or whether it's any other company, I believe we've got to stand up and say, in America, we're not going to have the Communist Party of China control all this data and our technology. That's what they've been doing for decades. This has got to stop. I want American jobs, and I do not want to be controlled by Communist China. Look at what they're doing. They've just taken away the basic rights of Hong Kong citizens like that. They're putting 1 million people in prison for their religion. They harvest organs. I mean, they threaten Taiwan. When are we going to wake up and say these are not our friends? The Communist Party is not a good group of people. They're trying to control America and the world. They're a totalitarian government. That's their goal.